Sorry about that. This is Noah coming back here doing my Denver Broncos sports talk. Um, Try to finish up really quick what I was ending up with yesterday. Tried to do this video once already today. I don't understand why, but for some reason, when I'm doing this over the webcam, my videos are being about 15 minutes long, and somewhere around the 8-minute mark, it just freezes up, and that's all I can get. So I'm going to go really quick. Basically, where I ended off yesterday's video was the most important part. Is I don't know who's calling the shots in Denver. I think Brian Xander's skating away. I'm not going to get too much into this because I'll do a whole video about Brian Xanders one of these days. But you need to have your system of checks and balances. You need to have a general manager who'll step in and say no to your head coach. The whole reason we fired Mike Shanahan actually was not because we didn't think he was a good coach. It was the decisions he was making as the general manager. So we fired him. We hired Brian Xanders as a general manager. And what does he do? He lets the head coach pick all the players he wants. And he's not doing crap. Was basically the main thing that we wanted. If we should have just kept Shanahan if we were going to keep going on with this route. But I'm going to go on real quick because, like I said, if I'm only going to get 8 minutes, I want to talk about the trade to Oakland for Carson Palmer. My buddy's a Raiders fan, so we were trying to go back and forth a little bit on the emails yesterday, but I was busy as heck. It's I work at a college, and it's homecoming week, so I've been really freaking busy. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my little rebuttal on the internet here and tell you what my thoughts about the trade are. I think it's going to help out Oakland this year. Carson Palmer is we don't know how good of a quarterback he is, really. He hasn't played for a long time. A lot of people don't think that he is what he once was. It'll be interesting to see. I think he could still be an upgraded Campbell, but not as mobile as Campbell. We'll have to see how this season goes. I hope that Oakland wins the AFC West this year because their 2013 pick that they gave to Cincinnati is conditional on that. So go ahead and win the division this year and give Cincinnati another high draft pick besides the first you've already given them for next year. But they don't have much of a draft next year. I brought it up. They've wasted 3 draft picks in next year's draft on 3 different quarterbacks. Pryor was the 3rd round conditional or in the draft conditional draft or whatever that was. Sorry, well, it's early still. Supplemental draft, that's what it was. Now they gave a first for Carson Palmer, +1 in 2013, and they still owe Washington 1 for Jason Campbell. So there's 3 draft picks out of the next year's draft for 2 players that probably aren't going to play for the rest of the season, and you don't know. Well, there's a lot we don't know coming up for the rest of this thing. So, Raiders already, before the season started, was an article I read in the worst salary cap position in the NFL. So, luckily, they don't have to spend money on draft picks for the next year, and their 2013 draft is not looking really big. But next year's draft, Oakland has no 1 first round, 2nd round, 3rd round, 4th round, or 7th round draft pick. So that means they only got the 5th and 6th. And for those of you that watched my videos yesterday, you know what I think about 5th and 6th round draft picks. So this year's draft is probably not going to be a whole lot for Oakland. That's kind of what I think about. I think that they've traded everything away for this season. Raiders fans are saying, hey, well, we like the team we got. We're going to roll with this team for a couple years. Well, no, you're not. Like I said, you're in bad salary cap problems. And here's all the free agents that I found that are going to be free agents at the end of this year. And there's some pretty big names on here that you're going to want to re-sign. And they're not going to want the same amount of money. They're going to want more money, especially with Oakland doing good this year. So here's the free agent list. Jason Campbell, Jarvis Moss, Khalif Barnes, Kyle Bowler, Michael Bush, Shaz Shillings, Cameron Wembley, Trevor Scott, Quentin Groves, and Michael Huff. There's a lot of big, good players on that list. that you'll be losing, and you're not going to be able to re-sign all of them. So it's not going to be the same team for the next 3 years that you're going to have. And plus, while you right now you're strong at every position, and you're probably going to lose a few of those players, you're still weak at the quarterback position. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe Carson Palmer comes back and is rejuvenated and is great, but I really doubt that. Um, like I said, Campbell's going to be a free agent. Kyle Buller's going to be a free agent, so you don't know which of those. Probably lose Campbell, keep Buller back for the backup. Now there is still Sherrell Pryor, which there is hope for Sherrell Pryor. I think Sherrell Pryor is a decent quarterback in college. I liked him in high school just because his high school's mascot was the Jayhawks, so I like the Jayhawks. But I watched a little bit of his high school footage on one of them high school classic sports shows or something, and he was a big recruit when he went to Ohio State, and I thought he was going to do really good there. He kind of did. Troubles, leaving early, so fired the coach. But that's kind of what I think about the trade for Oakland. I think it's going to help them out this year. I hope you win the division this year. But once you need, and I didn't go through the list of 2013 free agents, but didn't look at that. I was just looking for next year's. But you're going to be hurting here in the next couple of years. I think most people in the NFL think you gave away way too much for Carson Palmer, and we'll have to wait and see. Any trade, you just can't judge it truthfully right after it's done. Most trades, you need to wait 2 to 3 years to see if it was a good trade or a bad trade. So 2 or 3 years from now, we'll see how things go. My opinion is it's not going to be a good trade for Oakland, but we'll have to wait and see, to tell you the truth. All right, I got a minute before the 8-minute mark comes up, so hopefully this will all download. It's really ticking me off. Maybe we'll have to stop doing this over the webcam, but we'll find out. Tomorrow, we'll see what I come up with for tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have a video. And big week, Sunday. We'll learn a lot Sunday about what the Broncos are going to do with Tebow, how they're going to play call. I'm going to go ahead and just end this now, and hopefully this whole 8 minutes will download. And I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Later.